Siddha Lakshmi, are you the comparer? Okay, you may start.
Every day is a new opportunity to become the happier version of yourself. Good morning. Today, 4th June 2021, Friday. And today, the 10th standard is going to present an assembly based on the theme Anxiety in Children. A day without a prayer is like a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is like life without power. So, let's begin this new day with the blessings of God through a prayer song. I welcome Alfina for the prayer.
We are beginning a new day, Lord, in thy merciful name. Send a blessing through your prophets, mercy and goodness in all. Give us the wisdom, knowledge and insight and love, learning to pray accordingly. This is the blessing we need. Bless all our teachers and parents. Pour out your goodness in all. Protect us from all the dangers. Lead us schooling to high. May God blossom. A bird of learning for all. Holding a protecting hand, Lord. Be pleasant us in the Lord. Be pleasant us in the Lord.
We all have our own thoughts. Our thought determine our action, and our action determine our results. Hence, I welcome Anisa to share her thoughts.
Good morning to all. Thought for the day. Anxiety in children. Anxiety is the fear of about future. Many children have fears and worries and may feel sad and hopeless from time to time. Strong fears may appear at different times during development. Although fears and worries are typical in children, persistent or extreme forms of fear and sadness could be due to anxiety or depression because the systems primarily involve thoughts and feelings. There are sometimes called internalizing disorders. When a child does not outgrow the fears and worries that are typical in children, or when there are so many fears and worries that they interfere with school, home, or play activities, the children may be diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Different types of anxiety disorders are symptom anxiety, phobia, social anxiety, etc. Signs and symptoms in children with anxiety are anger, aggression, etc. Tips for coping childhood anxiety are establish routines, make sure your child get good sleep, etc. So I conclude my words by saying the famous quote of Martin Luther King that you don't have to see the full staircase, just take the first step. Thank you and have a nice day.
Think positive and do positive. Then your result will also be a positive one. Thank you, Anisa. Speech. It is power. It is to compel, to convert, and to pursue our bad sense into a good sense. I welcome Amina for the speech.
A pleasant morning to all. Today, I am here to say you some words about anxiety in children. Anxiety is a mental illness characterized by extreme worry. It is common in both adults and children. Anxiety in children may be caused by being around with several kinds of people or being in a constant stressful situation. For some, the anxiety may be caused by a change in their environment, such as changing school or change from one place to another, etc. Those with anxiety may show some physical signs such as high heart rate, inability to concentrate in anything other than their worrisome thoughts, sudden extreme and uncontrollable fear, trouble sleeping, dizziness, headaches, etc. Some individuals mask anxiety, which can be very difficult to identify. Anxiety is harmful to our physical health if it is not treated accordingly, as it leads to some severe heart diseases. Talk therapy is preferred method to reduce anxiety. We can take the preventive measures if we ensure that we will spend the time to take rest and relaxation by following a balanced diet, by spending the time to appreciate the nature other than doing something makes us overly stressed, by taking these preventive measures, and by understanding our own fears and by understanding our own fears and weakness, we can prevent anxiety. So, friends, I'm concluding my words by saying that as an individual, we must be aware about our own mental health and take the proper measures to prevent it accordingly. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Amna, for your wonderful speech. The more you read, the more things you will get. The more you learn, the more place you will go. I welcome Hari for news reading.
Good morning. Positivity rate of COVID has been increased to 15.22%. The Kerala passes the resolution for free vaccine. After 7 years of legal battle with Karnataka, Kerala has legally acquired its right to use the trademark KSRTC. The CM of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, calls for all party meeting on based on minority scholarship issues. Kerala High Court expressed concern over the center's vaccine policy and observed that the state government should be given priority in vaccine supply by vaccine producers. South monsoon arrives in Kerala. Government imposes monsoon rolling ban from June 9 to July 31. The state will receive heavy rainfall.
Thank you, Hari. Now, let us enjoy a poem by Anandu.
നമസ്കാരം. CV അബ്ദുൾ റഷീദിന്റെ എന്റെ ഗ്രാമം എന്ന കവിതയിലെ ഏതാനും വരികൾ. കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നു ഞാൻ ആ നല്ല നാളിന്റെ ആഗമനത്തിനായി മൂകനായി, ആശ്ചര്യമില്ലാതെ അങ്കലാപ്പില്ലാതെ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നു ഞാൻ ഏകനായി. മകരമാസത്തിന്റെ മഞ്ഞിൽ വിരിയുന്ന പൂക്കളെ കാണൂ എന്തു ഭംഗി, കലപില ശബ്ദമായി നിദ്രയുണർത്തുന്ന കിളികളെ കാണുവാൻ എന്തു ഭംഗി. കുന്നും മലകളും പാടങ്ങളുമുള്ള ഒരു കൊച്ചു ഗ്രാമമാണെന്റെ ഗ്രാമം. ടാറിട്ട റോഡില്ല, വൈദ്യുതിയുമില്ല, ഓലയാൽ മേഞ്ഞുള്ള കൂരകളും. വൈദ്യുതിയുണ്ടെന്നു കേബിളും ഫോണും കുട്ടി ഫോണിന്റെ ടവറുകളും. സൗഭാഗ്യമിങ്ങനെ ചേർന്നു നിന്നിട്ടും എന്തേ എന്നാർക്കും സമയമില്ല, എന്തേ എന്നാർക്കും സമയമില്ല. നന്ദി.
Thank you, Anandu. Fear. It is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. Next, I would like to welcome Bayan for a special program.
Good morning to all. Today's special program. What causes anxiety disorders in children? Some children are born simply more anxious and less able to cope with the stress than others. Children can also pick up anxious behavior from being around anxious people. Some children develop anxiety after stressful events such as frequently moving house or school, parents fighting or arguing, the death of a close relative or a friend, becoming seriously ill or getting injured in an accident, school-related issues like exam, being abused or neglected. Tips to manage anxiety: practice yoga and learn music, sleep enough, exercise daily. Thank you.
Thank you, Bayan. Now it is time for me to welcome our Now it is time for me to welcome our respected principal sir for sharing some words.
Okay, thank you for inviting me, and very fine. Good morning, all of you. Very happy to see you all this morning again. And yesterday, as I started to talk in between, there was one connection problem. Anyway, yesterday student and today the assembly performers, they conducted the assembly very nicely. Congratulations all the students and keep it up. It is a great model for all the junior students, because even I think this is the 4th and 5th assembly this year we are conducted, and all the assembly it's led by class 5th, class 10th standard. They prepared very well and many times they practice it, and definitely I will promise you that it will be a useful asset in your future life. Hope. And I request all the students, those who are watching in Zoom and on YouTube, kindly register your presence by entering your class and your name. Those who are watching in Zoom, please do in Zoom, and those who are watching on YouTube, please do in chat box your class and name. So today I have to take attendance, and as attending assembly, it's a compulsory one. And my students, in last few previous assembly, we discussed, we studied, we learned 2-3 useful tips, useful English words. Today I would like to concentrate some interesting uses of as. As is very common for you, right? The word as. Okay, so the word as, as. What are the uses of the word as? Today, now I tried to share the whiteboard, but I was not able. That's why I just canceled. The word as. I think 2 letters are there. As. I think there are 4 or 5 uses of as in different occasions. I would like to introduce that 5 occasions of uses of as. See, as first, one of the best uses, as is used to compare 2 things. രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ആസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു. See the example. നെല്ലിക്കുഴി. Okay, നെല്ലിക്കുഴി is a small city, and Odakali is another city. Okay, നെല്ലിക്കുഴി is as big as Odakali. നെല്ലിക്കുഴിയും ഓടക്കാലി ഏതാണ്ട് ഒരു മോർ ഓർ ലെസ് വലിയ സിറ്റിയാണ്, വലിയ കുഴപ്പമില്ലാത്തൊരു സിറ്റിയാണെന്ന്, രണ്ടും ഒരേപോലത്തെയുള്ള സിറ്റിയാണെന്ന് പറയാനായിട്ട്. നെല്ലിക്കുഴി ഈസ് ആസ് ബിഗ് ആസ് ഓടക്കാലി. So here the use of as is to compare 2 things. Got it? All of you got it? Nellikuri is as big as Odakali. So here 2 as are there. So both meaning is compare, like to compare 2 things. So first usage of as is to compare 2 things. Clear now? Is it clear? To compare 2 things. First use of as to compare 2 things. Nellikuri is as big as Odakali. Clear that one? And second thing, to describe somebody's job. To describe somebody's job. I am working as a teacher. ഞാൻ ഒരു ടീച്ചറായിട്ട് ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നു. I am working as a postman. ഞാനൊരു പോസ്റ്റ്മാൻ ആയിട്ട്, ആസ് എ പോസ്റ്റ്മാൻ. ഒരു പോസ്റ്റ്മാന്റെ ജോലി. ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് സംബഡി വർക്കിംഗ് ആസ് എ പോസ്റ്റ്മാൻ. വർക്കിംഗ് ആസ് എ ജോലി എന്താണ്? ആസ് എ പോസ്റ്റ്മാൻ, ജോലിയുടെ കാര്യം പറയാനായിട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, സോ സെക്കൻഡ് യൂസ് ഓഫ് ടു ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് സംബഡി somebody's job. What is? To describe somebody's job. First usage, what was the first usage? To compare two things, right? To compare two things, Nellikuri is as big as Odakali. Okay, I just take two places because both the places are very familiar, very close to us. So we never forget that one. So always keep in mind, Nellikuri is as big as Odakali. Okay. Then second one is I am working as a teacher. I am working as a teacher. Here use of as, meaning of as to describe somebody's job. Okay. Second usage is to describe somebody use. Then as a function, ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെയും കൂടി ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ആയിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. Okay. You know olive oil we can use as shampoo. Olive oil, you know, olive oil we can use as shampoo. Olive oil നമുക്ക് ഷാമ്പു ആയിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷനെ സൂചിപ്പിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി. ഫംഗ്ഷൻ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പരിപാടിയല്ല, ഒരു ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യം. ഒലിവ് ഓയിൽ വി ക്യാൻ യൂസ് ആസ് ഷാമ്പു. ഷാമ്പു ആയിട്ട് ഒലിവ് ഓയിൽ നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം? ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ. ഒലിവ് ഓയിൽ വി ക്യാൻ ഒലിവ് ഓയിൽ ക്യാൻ യൂസ് ആസ് ഷാമ്പു. ഷാമ്പു ആയിട്ടും ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. And so function, first we studied compare, second we studied to describe somebody's job, or third one as a function, ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. Then fourth one, same time, ഒരേ സമയത്തിൽ എന്നതിന് you rang me just as I was texting you. ഞാൻ നിനക്ക് മെസ്സേജ് ഇങ്ങനെ ടെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നപ്പോൾ നീ എനിക്ക് എന്താണ് വിളിച്ചു. അതേ സമയത്ത് തന്നെ ഞാൻ നിനക്ക്, നമ്മൾ പറയാറുണ്ടല്ലോ, ഞാൻ നിനക്ക് എന്താണ് മെസ്സേജ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നീ എനിക്ക് വിളിച്ചു എന്ന് പറയല്ലോ. ഒരേ സമയത്ത് സംഭവിച്ചു. ഹിയർ യു റാങ് മീ just as I was texting you. Okay, you rang me, നീ എന്നെ വിളിച്ചു. just as I was texting you, ഞാൻ നിനക്ക് എന്താണ് മെസ്സേജ് ഇങ്ങനെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ സെയിം ടൈം, രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് ഒരേ സമയത്ത് സംഭവിക്കുമ്പോൾ, സെയിം ടൈം രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഒരേ സമയത്ത് സംഭവിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? ആസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ ടു കമ്പയർ as big as Odakali. Nellikuri is as big as Odakali. Second one we used to describe somebody's job. What was the job? I am working as a teacher. All of you please note down. I am repeating many times. So we have, I think, from UKG to class 10 students are attending. That is why I have to consider all the students. I am just repeating. So senior student maybe feel some kinds of more repetition. Don't worry. Please keep in mind. Okay. So second usage is to describe as somebody's job. Third, as a function. Olive oil as a shampoo. We can use olive oil as a shampoo. Shampoo ആയിട്ട് olive oil എന്താണ് നമുക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. Fourth one is to same time to show an action which is happened in two times. Two action in the same time. I rang you just as you texted me. You just as I was texting you. I was texting you. Okay. Text, sending message. Okay, I was texting you. Okay. Then the fifth usage to give reason. As the bus was late, I could not reach in time. As bus was late, bus late ആയ കാരണത്താൽ I could not report timely. I could not report in time. സമയത്ത് എനിക്ക് എത്താൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. Okay. As the bus was late, I could not report in time. ടൈമിൽ എനിക്ക് എന്താണ് കൃത്യസമയത്ത് എനിക്ക് എത്തിച്ചേരാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. Student, we studied today five uses of as. Okay. Don't think all the time when we use ask in a single meaning, in a same meaning. Depend upon situation, depend upon sentence. The meaning of ask may change. Okay, got it, all of you. So please understand, different time, different times, the use of ask may vary and differ. So keep in mind, there are five. If you studied, if you learned these 5 occasion, if every time you remember, maximum use, utilize, maximum use in maximum practice, and try to understand. First to compare, second to describe somebody's job, third to function, to describe as a function, and fourth is same time, fifth one is to give reason. These are the 5 things, and study and use maximum more than 100 sentences today. Try to use in your today's practice time. Definitely it won't forget in your life, in your entire life. Lifelong you will remember if you could able to write down in your book many sentence. If you are able to speak when you convey to, when we talk to all of you, I request all the students, please teach your father and mother and relatives today at home. Okay, but what is the benefit? What is the benefit of teaching your parents and family members? You never forget that one. Whatever things we learn in every day's class, you have to teach your parents. Sometime your parents, they are more educated, they are well known. Okay, whatever may be, here you are the teacher. I request all the students, we can do the practice. One of the way, teach your parents. Let parents also join in our circle. Okay, so I request all the students, please teach your parents today itself these 5 uses. An example also, while you are teaching your parents, please add in each usage 5 sentences. I here only shared only 1 sentence because of my limited time. Okay, all the best. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Anxiety. It is caused by the fear in our mind. All we have to do is just conquer that fear, then you will be successful. Actually, fear has 2 meanings. First one, forget everything and run. Second one, face everything and rise. The choice is yours. You can decide whether you want to run or want to rise. Assembly dismissed and wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you.
Those who are not registered their name, kindly report your name immediately.